Hello, my name is Miguel Hernandez, and I'm touching my balls right now. It feels so good. Alright. The reason why I'm speaking to you, besides my balls itching and feeling a very strong need to scratch them on a regular basis, and really there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, I checked with the mirror and everything, and the balls are perfectly nicely hanging down and hairy. You know, that's the important thing, lots of hairs. Now, I was wondering why balls have hairs. Have you? I mean, this is a legitimate question. We have hairs in different places. Sometimes they start leaving certain places, but you'll always have hairs in your balls. And if you don't have balls in your crotch, I mean, it's a bizarre thing of nature that you have hairs in places and some others you don't. Now, if you were a typical animal or primate, your nature is not being selective about where do you put your hair. You have hair everywhere, except in the palms of your hands and the bottom of your feet and in your eyeballs, right? You don't have hairs there because it'd be kind of weird. You have hairs in your eyebrows. By the way, my eyebrows are going crazy, and the older you get, the crazier they get. My wife really has a blast trimming my eyebrows and saying, "Oh wow, this eyebrow is going nuts. It's amazing. Let me cut it." Anyways, this is a long preliminary introduction to today's lecture. And I hope you enjoy it because I've been thinking about this for a long time. And I love to teach online, and I find out that a lot of people suck at it. Now, this happens for any other skill. There's a small percentage of people that are really good at it. A smaller percentage, slightly larger percentage of people that are okay, and then most of them suck balls, right? That's why I was talking about balls, just to make sure that you understand that most people suck balls at doing whatever they try to do in their life. It's quite depressing. But there is an opportunity to improve from sucking balls to sucking less. And that's why I'm here, to make sure that you suck less. Now, how do you suck less when it comes to teaching online? You have to understand there are 3 things that you need to be able to be a good teacher. The first one, you have to know what you're talking about, right? That's an obvious one. If you don't know what you're talking about, you can be the best teacher in the world. People are going to be like, "Ooh, you don't know what you're talking about." The second one is that you have to be able to teach it. And these are 2 completely different skills. The skills of knowing what you're talking about, and the second one, teaching. Now, this is one of the fundamental problems with today's education, is that a lot of the people, especially in university, who are professors, are very good at what they do. They do research, they're world class at what they do. But when it comes to teaching people how to do what they do, or basically transfer that information to their students, they suck ass and balls together. And that is really depressing because people spend thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. They indebt themselves for years to come through student loans to be able to be taught by people that are completely incompetent with their ability to transfer knowledge from the brain to their students that are paying really high top dollar to get shitty education. So this has to change. So, and the third thing, if you want to be an online teacher, is the technical aspect. So you can know what you're teaching, you can be a great teacher, but if you don't know how to make a video that looks somewhat good, that people can see you clearly and hear you clearly, nobody is gonna watch that video. I mean, some people may watch it because the fourth thing, because I'm gonna add just a fourth thing, that is, it beats everything else, is your ability to be engaging, entertaining, and good at just keeping people watching a video or listening to your lesson. And that's something that is kind of like acting. There's a natural aspect that it comes innate, and some people have and some don't. And then as acting, something that you can improve with a lot of trial and error, right? So those are my 4 things. You have to know what you're teaching about. You have to be able to teach what you know. You have to have the technical skills to be able to record your lectures. And finally, you have to be engaging. Because if you're boring as hell, nobody, and I mean nobody, maybe yourself watching yourself, your video, or your cat, because he's looking at the screen and I see something moving, is the only people that are going to be watching your lectures. And Of course, how do you become a good teacher? Well, stay tuned for more videos, and if I feel like it, and stop touching my balls, because I really like it when it's nice weather like today. I just enjoy just going out and just going like this, la 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 la, yeah, yeah. Not really. I mean, maybe in my head I'm doing all kinds of amazing things. If I feel like not just touching my balls anymore, I'll teach you exactly what it takes to be an engaging teacher, and how to record and all the technical stuff and all of that as well. Thanks for watching.